We're here at Bruce Smith Field. The sun is shining brightly, but the flag is nowhere to be found. Test 1 2 test test test. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Come on. This is Henry. Can you hear me? Can you hear me okay? Well, do I need to change anything? Well, I'm in a brand new window, which puts me closer to the band. Brand new windows. Isn't that amazing? Well, I'm thinking that it's going to be a blowout. I'm going to have running time in the fourth quarter. Well, that's what I'm hoping. I mean, I don't know why they didn't do it against Albert Lee, to be honest. Well. Okay. Whatever. You want to get somebody hurt. Right. No, I know. Well, at least he's stopped out. Anybody else stop out? God. No, I know. But hopefully tennis guys are going to come tomorrow, I'm hoping. He said he might come out this week, so. Right. Yep. That's right. Oh, by the way, did you hear me the other night? Well, Dusty had texted me during the Hayfield BA game Monday night and said he heard everything being repeated that I was saying on the air. Like it was. Huh, I'll be darned. Well, I told him I'd mention it. I don't know. So did Henry Ryan get the tie line fixed?
Have a great evening.
I love it. Well, okay. Eight channels and we can't use any of them. No, I know. We treat Carlton like the weak sister.
All right, so we're at the 10-minute mark. We can go a little further.
You're up to 10 people watching.
That's how mass would be when I was, screaming mass all the time.
You want to see them, then they disappear for a while. Then they come back.
When I come back, it was always, for the longest time, below the pandemic, before people going back into the church, it was about the same number.
They did.
Word receiver. Yeah, well. So we're too close. Just wait. I did not see that. I just saw this going like this.
We'll give you our Tom's Lock and Key keys to the game. What we think are the keys to tonight's contest for the Faribault Falcons in just a moment or so as the Red Wing Wingers and the Faribault Falcons get ready to do battle. Boy, there are not a lot of players across the field from Red Wing. They line up from about the 45 to the 40, while the Faribault Falcons have players lined up from about the 20-yard line all the way back to the 45. I guess that's not too much different. By the way, I didn't give you the Wingers' schedule for the remainder of the season. I will give you a few of their games. They host Stewartville next week. They host Byron the following week. They're at Cass and Manorville, and then their MEA week game is on the road in New Prague. That's who the Red Wing Wingers will finish up their season with. Big Southeast Blue Conference. Nate Fryer is the head coach, first year at Red Wing. And I did look it up, and they are 20-91 in the Big Southeast Blue since the Big Southeast Blue began. They were 0-7 a year ago. You might recall they came here for the only playoff game that they got to play, the Faribault Falcons, when they were really cooking toward the end of the season. And we still haven't heard whether we're going to have playoffs this year. I was talking to the broadcaster from Red Wing, and he hasn't heard anything either. After tonight, we'll be halfway through the season. I talked to a couple of volleyball coaches, said the same thing, that they haven't heard anything either about whether or not we're going to actually have some playoffs. I mean, the number of cases, they say, is going up. So I guess hopefully the high school league will get some word out here real soon. One other thing, Crystal Lamont, the head coach of Waterville Legion Morristown, told me last night. She goes, they had a plan supposedly on how they were going to handle. Remember, there are 4 classes now in volleyball. So are they going to have 2 different sites? Class A and Double A in one and 3A and 4A in other? Nobody seems to know, but it would be nice to know, right? So hopefully we'll get some of that information here in the next couple of weeks, because we're not that far off and it'll be here before you know it. So for the Faribault Falcons offensively, A.J. Worrell, actually he plays wide receiver and defensive back, is a 6'3 senior, 180 pounds. Isaac Mata goes both ways, a 5'7", 160-pound senior, is a receiver and a DB. Hunter Nelson is their quarterback, 6'2", 185-pound senior. Ian Ehlers goes both ways, he's a 6'3", 180-pound junior. Johnny Frank goes both ways. A 6', 170-pound junior. Plays safety on the defense. He's a receiver on the offense. Matthias Lenway typically starts at running back. The 6', 195-pound senior also plays linebacker. Bo Schrott is the linebacker. He's a 207-pound junior, 6'3". Elijah Hammond starts at linebacker, a 5'10", 201-pound senior. George Soto is a starting linebacker, a 5'8", 190-pound junior. Roman Garcia will play guard on offense, 6'2", 241-pound sophomore. Brody Esser will be a tackle offensively, a 6'3", 280-pound senior. Tim Nearby plays center and defensive end. He's a 6'3", 260-pound senior. Brady Besky, the 6'1", 294-pound junior, plays tackle on both offense and defense. And Devin Lockerbie is a 6'5", 300-pound guard on offense and on defense. The senior ran onto the football field to lead the team with a Falcon flag. Oh, but that's awesome. That has to be an awesome feeling to carry the flag in. And he had no wind resistance here tonight because, as I said, that flag is right straight down on the pole here at Bruce Smith Field, as both these teams have been lined up for the national anthem here for quite a few minutes. And as I said, they have it timed out to have the national anthem at 6:58 this evening. And I think because I'm right by the band, I'm going to just keep it right here when they play it, so you can hear the Falcon Pep Band play our national anthem here tonight. Lisa Quimby is in charge of the cheerleaders here at Faribault High School. They have 10 cheerleaders, freshmen, Rosie Escamilla, Gabby Garcia, and Lily Lovingood are the sophomores. They have 6 juniors. Their senior is Gabby Granada. Juniors are Lila Byers, Jamie Holden, Jasmine Huerta, Avari Nichols, and Comfy.
High school band, under the direction of Joel Tiller, will lead us in the playing of our national anthem, the Stars Spangled Banner.
And the Faribault High School Band playing our national anthem on this homecoming night 2021. The Faribault Falcons, keys to the game. They simply got to get back to what they did before the second half of last week. It's easier said than done quite often, but I think if they just have a nice mix of run and pass as they had the first couple of weeks, and they really did that last week as well against Stewartville, although Stewartville cut down, they eliminated the big plays, and this Faribault Falcon team has lived on big plays. So that is our Tom's Lock and Key keys in this game. They've got to get back to their big play ability that they've shown the first couple of weeks. Whether it's keys for your car or keys for your home, Tom's Lock and Key has over 3 decades of experience. Falcons are huddled about. They will receive here. And the Red Wing Wingers will kick off. The Falcons will go right to left and the Wingers left to right in your radio dial. Here on Power 96 Radio, KQCL FM, Faribault, Minnesota. Gordy Kosfeld to the Power 96 Sports microphone. ready to call some rockin' and sock'em football. Beautiful night. It'll be chilly before the end of the night. They're talking about a low of 40 degrees. I got my handy dandy little heater here for my hands. As I get older, my hands get colder. As the winger is teeing it up on the near sideline. And that winger is Hunter Greeley. He's a 5'8", 144-pound freshman who will be kicking off. On the near side is Isaac Mata. On the far side is Matthias Linway. In near side hash mark, the freshman, with the ball teed up at the 40-yard line, waiting for the official. There's the signal, and we are underway with homecoming 2021. Mata takes it at the 16. He's at the 20. He's at the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40. He's going to break it. Oh, he almost broke that all the way. He goes into Red Wing territory. No dirty linen. All the way down to the 48-yard line of, well, actually going to mark at the 49-yard line of Red Wing. So great starting field position on their very first series here of the game. The Falcons come out right from the sideline, no huddle. They look at the sideline. The plays are signed in. Double receivers left. Kleckers in the slot left. He's been a big play receiver. Worrell off to the right. As the handoff goes to Lenway, up the middle is a gaping hole, and he's going to have a first down on the first carry all the way down to the 35-yard line. All the way down to the 35. It'll be second down, first down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Double receivers left. Frankson far to the left. He's wearing gloves. In the slot left is Klecker. He's wearing gloves. Far right is Worrell. He's wearing gloves. And so is Schrodt. Here comes the handoff to Lenway again up the middle. Man, oh man, that offensive line is moving people as he takes it just a yard shy of a first down to the 26-yard line. So they started at the 48. They're all the way down to the 21 on 2 plays. I'd say the offensive line has been dominating here in the first couple of plays. Mata's in the slot right. Nelson in the gun, takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Lenway. He'll break it up. Broke a tackle. They tried to tackle him too high. He's got the first down to about the 17-yard line. So 2 first downs on 3 plays. We'll have official stats at halftime, I'm sure. Double receivers right, single receiver left is Frank. Nelson in the gun with Lenway standing behind him. He'll take the snap. He'll fake the handoff. He'll whip it off to the left. It's a quick slant. Takes it down to the 5-yard line to Frank. Johnny Frank, the 6', 170-pound junior, catches it at the 5-yard line. It's another first down for Faribault. 4 plays, 3 first downs. Talk about moving the ball in chunks. So it's first and goal from the 5. Nelson's going to hand it off to Lenway, and he had nothing but green in front of him, a gaping hole. Has a 5-yard touchdown run, Matthias Lenway. As the Falcons shake off their second half woes of not scoring last week and score on their very first possession here with 10:06 to go in the first quarter. 4-play, 48-yard drive. Solis comes in to kick the extra point. Nelson remembers the holder. The hold is down. The kick is up. And it is no good. So the extra point kick by Solis is not good, but that's the only thing that did not work in that first series for the Faribault Falcons. They went right down the field. That offensive line was unbelievable. We still haven't come up with a pet name for those guys. We got to come up with something here. 10:06 to go, first quarter. Faribault 6, Red Wing nothing. Back in 30 seconds. Well, Christian Escobar Pearson is kicking off here for the Faribault Falcons. Solis evidently doing the extra point duties, and this young man the kickoff duties. Both are soccer players. It's a kind of a sidewinding kick that's going to die inside the 5. What a perfect kick that was. Picks it up at the 1. He takes it to the 10, goes to the 15, and he'll be up over the 25. Good hard run by the winger. Wow, that was an impressive run by Antonio Finley. He's a 5'9", 160-pound senior. On the stop that time was Ian Ehlers. I see his brothers are here tonight. 6'3", 180-pound junior is Ian Ehlers. Of course, one of his brothers graduated last year. I see he's in the crowd here for Homecoming 2021. Double receivers left. The slot left is in the gun. Is the quarterback for Red Wing. Cooper Chandler, he's a 6', 170-pound senior. They're going to try and get it off to the left, and he does pick up a few yards on the play. Schroep makes the stop, but on the reception was Mitchell Seeley, a 5'10", 155-pound junior. So it's 2nd down and 6. Red Wings start at the 21-yard line. Actually, the chain looks more like the 23. So the handoff goes up the middle. He breaks a tackle and will be driven back. Boy, Hammonds looked like he had him wrapped up. And this young man's got some strong legs to get away from Hammonds. Well, nice job there by Caleb Hove. He's a 5'6", 157-pound junior. And he gets it to within a couple of yards, so a couple of yards on the play. So it's going to be 3rd down and 2. Receiver wide to the right is Connor Kelly. He's a 6', 155-pound sophomore. Handoff goes up the middle. It was bottled up at first. Second effort gets him the 1st down. Out over the 35-yard line. Coming up to make the stop for the Faribault Falcons that time was George Soto, 5'8", 190-pound junior linebacker. But it's a 1st down for the Red Wing Wingers. Ball's at the 36-yard line. It is 1st and 10. Left to right on your radio dial goes Red Wing. They're already down 6-0. Faribault took their opening, well, the kickoff was awesome. Mata takes it all the way to the 48 of Albert Lee, and they went in just a few plays. There's a quick pitch, fake, and now a throw off to the left, and it was almost picked off. It maybe should have been picked off. But he did knock it down. Did Schroet? As if he catches that, he's probably got 6 points. He had nothing but green in front of him on the far sideline. Wide to the right is Seeley. Receiver off to the left. They have a wing back left. The back standing behind. Wing back comes in motion. Handoff goes to the back. He gets by one tackler somehow. He's got the 1st down up the far sideline, and he'll take it all the way into Falcon territory. About 14 yards on the play, and another 1st down for the Red Wing Wingers. They're about to have their 6th play of this drive. They started at their 21. The ball's at the 45 of Faribault right now. And I'm sure the Falcon defensive coaches trying to make some adjustments here. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left. They run an offense similar to Faribault. Spread as dropping back. He's going to look. Now he's going to run out, and he's in trouble. He's going to be sacked. Sacked back to the 50-yard line. Elijah Hammonds, one of the King candidates for homecoming, reigns supreme there. Gets the sack at the 50-yard line. Loss of 5 yards on the play to make it 2nd and 15. 7:43 to go here in the 1st quarter from Bruce Smith Field. And now we got a timeout taken by the Wingers. They're going to see what play they can dial up on a 2nd and 15. Well, I would guess they'd want to get about 10 yards, right? So you got a 3rd and 5, a little more manageable 3rd down. Our score with a timeout at Bruce Smith Field with 7:25 to go, or 35 to go in the 1st quarter is Faribault 6, Red Wing nothing, back in 30 seconds. Now both teams come from their respective sidelines back onto the field here on a 2nd and 15, right from the midfield Falcon logo. Looking awesome as the Falcon logo at midfield. Getting ready to snap the football for Red Wing is Vincent Brandt. He's a 5'11", 165-pound senior center. The handoff goes up the middle. No, he's going to round out the left after faking it. He's going to throw back across the field. Boy, what a great call. They got him missing going one direction, got him the other way, and they're only a yard away from the first down. That was a nice play as they whip it over to Connor Kelly, the sophomore. They're at the 36-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 1. Well, I guess they got it to a manageable down, didn't they? That was an awesome play. As he rolled left, all the Falcons were sucked that way, and then they threw back across on a crossing route and hit their open receiver. So on a 3rd and 1, ball at the 36-yard line. Goes Cooper Chandler. Double backs this time. Handoff up the middle, not much there. Falcons stuff it. Nearby is there. Also a Schroet and also Lenway were on the stop. So a loss of a yard. It'll be 4th and 2, and if you're a Red Wing, you're going for it here. I think if you're anybody, you go for it here, to be honest. Ball's at the 37-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 2. Falcon defense. Falcon players asking the fans to make some noise here on a 4th down and 2. Not hearing a lot of it, though. Receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Chandler's got his running back, Antonio Finley, behind him. Handoff goes to Finley, tries to bounce. Oh, and a great tackle. Terrific job stopping him initially for the Faribault Falcons. He kind of broke free, but I think he's going to get credit for the tackle as Brady Beskey, the 294-pound junior, and they stop him. In fact, he lost another yard. Well, after the brilliant call on the 2nd and long, they tried to bounce one outside against a very athletic, big front for the Faribault Falcons, and they'll take over at their 38-yard line. So a long drive ends up with nothing for Red Wing. Nelson has double receivers right. Got Lenway standing to his left. He's in the gun, takes the snap from Nearby. He'll hand it off to Lenway. No, he'll keep it himself. Runs up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles, and he's got the first down all the way to close to midfield. Nice run by Hunter Nelson. They're going to mark it right at about the 50-yard line. So it's going to be another first down for the Falcons. Their 4th first down already in this game in about 7 plays. Receiver left is Frank. Receiver right is Worrell. Handoff goes to Lenway, tries to bounce it outside. Finley grabs onto it and holds on for dear life. He picks up about 4 yards on the play. Also there for the Red Wing Wingers was Reese Tripp. He's a 6'3", 195-pound senior. So from the 45-yard line, it'll be 2nd down and about 5. Nelson, again, Worrell to the right, Frank to the left. Handoff goes to Lenway, bounces it outside. He's at the 40, he's at the 35, at the 30, the 25, and he's still going. Takes it all the way down to about the 15, 16-yard line. Another first down, the 5th for the Falcons. And they are chewing up yardage. Jerry Grosskreutz wishes his combine would pick up yardage like that. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. So Nelson has receiver Worrell go in motion. He flips it to Worrell. Worrell's going to run off to the left, and he'll get tripped up. He'll be brought down there. So they didn't quite get the edge like they wanted to. Jorgen Ovenis makes the stop, a 6', 165-pound senior. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Ball's at the 15. So 15-yard line, right to left on your radio dial. Lenway will move to the right of Nelson as he redirects him. Mata's in the slot right. Worrell's outside him. Frank off to the left. handoff, and we got a flag. And there may have been a false start here where the flag is. That's what the call looks like it is, and it is. A false start against the Faribault Falcons. So 5 yards back. We'll make it a 2nd and 15 from the 20-yard line. Receivers and everybody else looking at the hand signs. Plays called from above here on top of the press box of the Faribault Falcon coaches. They'll call the play down there, and then they'll sign them into the players. They'll look at the defensive alignment and call the play of what they think will work against it. Nelson's going to fake like he's going to pass, and, well, they had a spy on him. No question they had a spy on him. The minute he tried to go forward, he was brought right down. So no gain on that. It'll be 3rd down and 15. 3rd and 15. Many offenses, you would think this is automatically a passing play. That's not necessarily the case with Faribault. He fakes the handoff. Nelson rolls to his right. He looks, left-handed quarterback throws. We got a flag on the play, and a crossing pattern is not going to be enough for the 1st down. Might get to the original line of scrimmage, and he's down in pain. Nelson goes over to check on his receiver, see what the flag is. It's going to be a hold against the Falcons. So this drive is stalling with a couple of penalties. I don't know if I'm Red Wing, I probably decline the penalty, but we'll see what they do. Ehlers is okay, comes off the field under his own power. He was the guy that got tackled kind of around the neck. They're going to march this all the way back to the 35-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down and almost forever. They got to get to the 5. So 3rd and 25. Well, let's see what you got in your playbook on 3rd and 25. Double receivers left, double receivers right. Nelson's going to drop back. He's in trouble. He rolls to his right. He's in trouble again, and he's going to be brought down with a sack. Be about the original line of scrimmage, so maybe it won't be going down as a sack, but it'll go down as a tackle, and it's going to be 4th down and 25. And Faribault's not going to try and pin him deep with a punt. They're going to, it appears, go for it here, although Hunter Nelson does punt as well, remember. So you might do a little pooch kick to try and dump him deep inside the 10-yard line. Let's see. Trips to the left, single receiver right. Nelson's going to look to throw. He's going to throw it over the middle. It is caught, but it will not be a 1st down. Klecker makes the catch about the 19-yard line, and that's where Red Wing will take over. So a really not good series for the Falcons. Penalties really doomed them. And Red Wing takes over at their 19-yard line. 6-0. Falcons lead it. 2:23 to go 1st quarter. They scored on a 5-yard run by Matthias Lenway, the senior. Double receivers right, single receiver left. Chandler is in the gun. He's got backs to his right. Faribault shows blitz. They do come. Here comes a pass on a crossing pattern, and it's not completed. It was too far in front of his intended target, who was Reese Tripp. Klecker was out there, and Mata was checking as well. As it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and 10 from the 19-yard line. Receiver right, receiver left, man in the slot right. Back standing behind Chandler. He's going to hand it off up the middle, and nothing doing. He's all bottled up. We'll see who gets off the bottom of the pile, because there's a host of green there. Looked like the guy that was there was Schroet, as he's going to gain nothing. It'll be 3rd down and 10 from the 19-yard line. So Cooper Chandler in the gun. Isn't that quarterback named Cooper? Dropping back, he's going to roll to his right. Nope, he's going to be in trouble. He breaks away from 2 would-be tacklers, but not the 3rd. Nearby makes the stop and loses his hat in the process. Outstanding play there by Tim Nearby, the 6'3", 260-pound senior. And Red Wings going to have to punt. They have a 3 and out deep in their own territory. Mata, who I just got a feeling is going to break one this season, take it to the house. He's standing at about the 48, 47, 46. And another gentleman is going to go back and join him here. It's Frank. Here's the kick. It is returnable. Well, he fumbles the ball. Red Wings going to take over at the 44-yard line. Oh, my word. 44 of Falcons. Mata had it roll up to him, and he couldn't handle it, and it's going to be Red Wings football. They mark it at the 45. So 45 of Faribault go the Red Wing Wingers. That's one of those where you maybe should have just stayed away. It was dying, but it's easy for me to say. I'm sitting up here. I'm not full of adrenaline. Receiver to the right, receiver to the left, wing back left. Chandler fakes the handoff one way. Here comes a wing back on a trap, and he gets stuffed while he's on the ground being blocked. Making the tackle that time for the Falcons, that was amazing, was Andy Katra. He's a 5'10", 269-pound senior. It was a trap play, and he was on the ground being blocked, and he reached up and just grabbed his leg and brought him down. It'll be 2nd and 11. Ball's at the 46-yard line of the Falcons. 2nd and 11. Tomorrow, here on Power 96, Carleton Knights open up their MIC conference against the Hamlin Pipers. We'll get underway about 12:45. About the same time on KDHL, the St. Olaf Ollies host the McAllister Scots in their MIC conference opener. Receiver goes from left to right, so there's trips right, nobody left. Chandler drops back. He's going to hand it off to his running back. We got a flag, and we'll see what this call is. It's right about the scrimmage. I think it's going to be a false start, but we'll see. And it is. It is a false start. By the way, our officials tonight. Referee is Kane Malo. Kelly Raymond is the head linesman. David Schenk is the line judge. Daniel Beal is the umpire. And the back judge is Kelly Banyai. Ball's back to the 49, where it'll be 2nd down. They have to get to the 35 of Faribault. So 2nd and 16. And that's the end of the first quarter. Your score, the Faribault Falcons 6, the Red Wing Wingers nothing. We'll be back with your second quarter right after this 1-minute timeout. Conclusion of our broadcast, Cashwise Foods Owatonna delivery of the game will come your way. Red Wing hanging right in here after one quarter. They're only down 6-0, so, you know, they grow with confidence. Every minute they're in the game against the Faribault Falcons. Red Wing 1-2, Faribault 2-1 on the season. Receiver right, double receivers left. Falcons kind of bit themselves their last drive with penalties, and then of course, they had the turnover as a running back comes off to the left. And again, a nice tackle by the senior Katra. He got all kinds of accolades in the huddle. I was watching in the huddle. They were all patting him on the back for his last tackle when he was being blocked on the ground. That was amazing. So no gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 16 from the 49 of Faribault. Or more like 14 now, 3rd and 14. Double receivers right, single left. There's Chandler, he's in the open. He throws off to his right, and he really leads the receiver by a wide margin. So that wasn't going to be complete. So unfortunately for the Red Wing Wingers, it's 4th down. And they look like they might be going for it here.
4th and 14 Wingers.
Ball's at the 49 of Faribault. Faribault is going to go back and get one guy back there anyway. They got trips to the left, a couple of receivers to the right. Mata's going to stand back there just in case he pooch kicks it, and he is going to pooch kick it. It's a high kick, not a pooch kick. Calling for the fair catch is Mata. He didn't want another disaster happen, so he calls for the fair catch over the shoulder. Let's see where they mark the football. He was in retreat mode when he caught it. Marking the ball at the 13-yard line. So that's where Faribault will start, 1st and 10. And we have big chunks of yardage in that first series. Second series they got down toward the red zone, and then they had a couple of penalties. Handoff up the middle anyway. He's going to try to run past a big hole. He's going to pick up about 6, maybe 7 yards on the play. Nice job again by that offensive line. As Roman Garcia, the 6'2", 241-pound guard, a sophomore. Doing a nice job at the right guard position. Nelson's going to take the snap. He's going to fake the handoff, and again, they've got a spy on him. He tried to get up the middle, and they got a guy that specifically is not going to allow that to happen. He's making the stop for Red Wing was Alexander Rice, 6'3", 259-pound senior. They saw that on that first down on the second play, and I'm sure they had a spy from the beginning on Hunter Nelson. Trips to the left. Handoff goes to Lenway, off to the left. He breaks the tackle. They try and tackle him too high. He's got the first down all the way up to the 30, maybe even the 31-yard line. Getting helped up after making the tackle that time was Mitchell Seeley. He took the worst of that brunt. So it'll be 1st down for the Faribault Falcons. They started this drive on their own 13. Handoff goes to Lenway again. He's going to try the middle. It's interesting that Faribault is not throwing many passes here early. There's a perfect night for it. We got beautiful clear skies. There's no wind. They want that line to simply move people. Now he's going to throw. Nelson looks. He throws over the middle, wide open, but behind Klecker. Boy, he was wide open too at midfield. Now Hunter was a little behind some targets a week ago against Stewartville, and so much is predicated on timing, right, in this offense. If he gets whacked off just a little bit, that's what happens. It was just a little behind Klecker. So they'll try it again. Be 3rd down and 6, 34-yard line. He fakes the handoff. He goes up the middle. He sidesteps the would-be tackler. Stiff arms a guy, and he'll take it a couple yards past the chain for a 1st down. Hunter Nelson on the carry. Getting up off the bottom of the pile for the Red Wing Wingers is going to be Vincent Brandt, the guy who is a center on the offense. So they get to the 43-yard line. It's another 1st down for Faribault. They get ready for their 6th play of this drive. Handoff goes to Lenway again. Boy, he had a big hole again, but he's only going to pick up a few yards. Red Wing filled that up pretty quickly here, as for the Wingers was Reese Tripp, the 6'3", 195-pound senior. So the ball's at the 46-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and about 7. 2nd and 7 from the 46. Falcons lead at 6-0. There's 8:24 to go until our Hometown Credit Union halftime report. He breaks out in the open as Lenway. He's going to have it all the way in Red Wing territory down to about the 42-yard line. So a 12-yard pickup. I am with 8 first downs here in this first half. Just one score so far. Falcons up 6-0. Kleckers in the slot right. Worrell's outside him. Wide to the left is Frank. Mata's in the slot left, and Lenway standing behind as Nearby snaps it to Hunter Nelson. Handoff goes to Lenway. No, he keeps it, and he throws it off to the left, and it's going to be close to the first down as he got it out to Johnny Frank. That was a great fake. He totally fooled me. I know it doesn't take much to fool me, but he did. He had me totally fooled. My binocs went the wrong way. So it'll be second down and a couple here as Nelson will hand it off to Lenway again. He breaks one tackle. He's going to be very close to the first down. Doesn't look like a really good spot here. It looks like it'll be 3rd and inches. I thought he got it initially, but it'll be 3rd down and inches. I mean inches. Back in the day, Mike Morrissey and I used to say it's 3rd and a 10. Oh, they gave him a first down. Wow. No measurement, and that was close. So they give him the first down. Now, a coach can ask for a measurement. They're not going to here, but man, that was close. So they're calling it the first down. Ball's at about the 32-yard line of Red Wing. Snap to Nelson, handoff to Lenway up the middle. He's like a battering ram. He's going to take it all the way down the 25-yard line. As again, they're just going straight ahead behind this offensive line. Moving people. Double receivers right, single receiver left. That is truly spreading the defense as Nelson will throw it off to the right. Is caught at about the 20. He's going to go out of bounds. Worrell is going to catch it at about the 17-yard line will be where he goes out of bounds. And they'll have another first down. Another first down, their 10th of this half. This will be their 9th play, I believe, of this drive. With 6:24 to go until our Hometown Credit Union halftime report. The only snafu offensively for Faribault, they've had 2 of them. They had a couple of penalties that thwarted their second drive, and they missed the extra point. Handoff goes to Lenway again. He runs into his own lineman, breaks off of that, keeps those legs pumping, and takes it all the way down to about the 13-yard line. So pick up a 4, make it 2nd and 6, and we got a flag in the play, a holding call against the Falcons again. Another penalty driving them back once they got inside the red zone. I still think they should call it the green zone. You want to go into the end zone, green is go. Your defense should call it red because you want to stop. They're going to mark it at the 30-yard line. And let's see if Faribault just drops back and tries to hit one to the end zone here. Be a 1st and 23. No, he's going to fake a throw, and he's going to run up the middle. He's going to go all the way. He's at the 10, 5. They even gave up on the play. Touchdown. Wow, the pursuers at the end of that play just flat out gave up. 6 minutes, 9 seconds to go in the first half. Nelson scores the touchdown, 30 yards out. And we've got to go for 2 here. 6:09 to go in the first half. Nelson has Lenway standing to his left. He's got a receiver left. Everybody else is in tight. He's going to run off to his left, and he easily gets into the end zone. So not Lenway, but Nelson. Nelson's 2-point run is good, and the Faribault Falcons have a 87-yard drive. Cap it off with the touchdown pass. Or excuse me, run. Touchdown run by Hunter Nelson, and he also ran in the 2-point conversion, and now he doesn't have to play on defense. He gets to rest a little bit after all that work. 6:09 to go to our Hometown Credit Union halftime report. So for the 40-yard line, teeing it up will be the other soccer player. Solis had kicked the last couple of weeks. Well, they got a new guy in here kicking, and it's Christian Escobar Pearson. He's a sophomore. Solis, remember, is a senior. Near side hash mark. He'll kick it right-footed, boot. Side winding kick is taken at the 10. He's at the 15. He's at the 20. He cuts it up the middle. Now bounces it outside to the left. He's at the 30. He's at the 40. And a flag's going to come flying up on this one. It's probably going to bring this back as he takes it all the way into Faribault territory at the 44-yard line. And I got a sneaking suspicion that the Falcons are going to be working on their special teams a little bit here in the next week. The flag is going to bring this back. The flag's at the 40, so if it's a hold, we'll be back at the 30. As the officials are sorting it out. And it is a hold against the Red Wing Wingers. So they will start at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, Red Wing. Faribault Falcons lead it by a 14-0 score. Lenway, a 5-yard run. And then following the penalty, Nelson on the long touchdown run. Double receivers right. As Cooper Chandler is in the gun as a receiver, a couple of receivers off to the right. He'll take the snap, he'll whip it out there. Looks like a bit of a receiver screen as coming up to make a nice sure-handed tackle as Ian Ehlers wrapped him up around the legs. That was textbook by Ian. Really was. Wrapped those legs and brought him down. You can tackle all kinds of savings at Hy-Vee here in Faribault. They help you stay well within your food budget. Double receivers to the right. There's Chandler's in the gun. Lenway shows blitz. Handoff goes up the middle. He breaks, tries to break free. Coming around from behind and making the stop for the Faribault Falcons was Lenway. He picks up a couple of yards. It'll be, well, let's see, just short of the first down. I didn't think he was quite that close, but he is. It'll be 3rd and inches. And I mean inches. 14-0 Falcons lead it. We're 4:52 away from our Hometown Credit Union halftime report. Receiver left, double receivers right. Chandler's in the gun. Takes the snap. He'll fake the handoff. He's a left-handed quarterback as well. It's a slant. It's caught. He's got a first down, and he's in Falcon territory as he breaks free. They're trying to grab him by his shirt. And he's going to take it all the way down to the 32-yard line of Faribault. Wow, what a tough run by not a real big guy. Rogers is a 164-pound junior. And that was not, textbook is wrapping legs, right? Somebody's trying to pull him down by his shirt. That's why he was able to go more yards. So from the 32, it'll be a first down for Red Wing. They've been able to move the football. Trips to the right. I'll be interested to see those halftime statistics. Chandler's in the gun. He's going to take the snap. And fumble the football. Lenway recovers at the 33-yard line. Lenway recovers the fumble. There's a bad exchange there. The quarterback was going to keep it, I think. And the back, thought he was going to get it. And, well, that's what happens. So Faribault will have it at the 33-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 following the fumble recovery by Lenway. And I always say after turnovers, I love it when teams go for the juggler. 3:56 to go here in the first half. Nelson's going to hand it off to Lenway. They just keep battering up the middle. Nice tackle there, too. As I said before, he wrapped his legs. You can't run without your legs. Vincent Brandt on the stop, the senior, as he takes it to the 40, let's see, the 38-yard line. So he picks up 5, and it'll be 2nd and 5. Receiver right, double receivers left. It's Worrell off to the left. Frank and Mata inside him. Schroetz the wing back left. Handoff goes up the middle. Lenway again is going to bounce it left side. He's got the first down as he takes it all the way up to about the 46-yard line. So an 8-yard pickup and a first down to the 46. It'll be 1st and 10. They are chewing up yards on the ground, are the Faribault Falcons here. This is what linemen love to do, right? They love to just go forward and be aggressive. And as a low snap, Nelson's going to throw off to the right. He's got his man Worrell, and oh my, that was a perfectly thrown ball. Nice job by the Red Wing winger to get his hand in there. Tyler Rogers, who was with him step for step, tried to get it to Worrell, but man, that ball, nice tight spiral, looked like it was going to right in there, but good job by Rogers to get his hand in there. Be 2nd and 10. I like the call, though, right? Go for it. Be aggressive. 2:58 to go. 14-0 Falcons on their homecoming football night. Receiver right, double receivers left. Schroetz the wing back left. Handoff goes to Lenway again. He's going to bounce it up the middle. He's going to take it all the way down inside the 40, or they're going to mark it at about the 40. It'll be 1st and 10, Faribault again.
First down.
2:46 to go. Faribault does have their timeouts here if they need them, as Nelson went to the sideline that time to get the play. Frank's wide left, Mata's in the slot left, over to the right is Ehlers. They're going to swing the pass out of the backfield, and Schroet, the wingback, is only going to pick up a couple of yards on the pass play. After banging it up the middle, banging it up the middle, banging it up the middle, they thought they'd get the edge, but nice job by Red Wing to cover that. It'll be 2nd down and about 8. 2:10 to go.
2nd and 7.
We're at the 40. They're now at the 38. Trips to the left as he hands off up the middle. Lenway again is open in the territory. He's going to take it inside the 15 and be brought down to about the 12, maybe the 13. Nice holes being opened here. And after a while, those guys up front are going to get tired of having big bodies leaning on them. It's first down again for Faribault. Three receivers to the left. Handoff Lenway again, and they stop it. Nice job on the tackle again is Brandt. He's had a few here in the first half. Ball's just inside the 10-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down. They can get a first down and not get a touchdown, as the clock continues to tick with 1:13 to go in the first half. Nelson, looks like it may be changing the player. Schroet was right. Now they're going to take a timeout of the Faribault Falcons and make sure everybody's on the same page. 1 minute, 6 seconds to go in the first half. Faribault on the doorstep of their 3rd score, up 14-0 here at homecoming, Bruce Smith Field in Faribault, Minnesota. So 2nd and 7 from the 9-yard line as Nelson's going to take it himself for a touchdown. Hunter Nelson scores. 9-yard touchdown run. Comes with 1:03 to go in the first half. He just took it off the left side and went in untouched into the end zone for the touchdown with 1:03 to go in the half. So Nelson's had 2 of the scores. All the scores have been running. Here comes a 2-point conversion. It's going to be bottled up. Nothing doing. They don't get the... As Nelson was going to take it himself again, and it didn't work. No good on the run. So offensively, a few penalties and, well, extra point conversions. They had 1 missed kick. They now have a 2-point conversion that's no good, but the Falcons have a 20-0 lead with 1:03 to go here in the first half. As the Falcon pep band continues to rev up the crowd here on Homecoming 2021. Again tomorrow on Power 96 Radio, the Carleton Knights open up their MIC conference season against the Hamlin Pipers at Laird Stadium. My favorite place to watch a game, man. It's nice and high up there, but you got to climb all them steps. And then over at St. Olaf College, Roy Koenig will have the call as the St. Olaf Olies open up their MIC conference season at home against the McAllister Scots, who are back in the MIC in football. Near side hash mark. Again, Escobar Pearson will kick it off. It's kind of a line drive, slow one. An up guy's going to take it at 25 and immediately runs out of bounds. Save time, right? Just immediately ran out of bounds, did Keegan Knutson, the 5'7", 145-pound freshman. I got a bunch of seniors coming down, and I'm a freshman. I run out of bounds, too. Minute 1 to go in the half. Red Wing, I think, has 2 timeouts left. Oh, they got timeouts on the scoreboard there. So from the 30-yard line, got everything else on there. Right to left goes Red Wing. Will they gamble and try and go for a big play that could be picked off and go the other way? We'll see. Here comes a blitz. He's going to roll to his right. They pick up the blitz, but he almost got the ball knocked away, and he's going to be brought back for a loss on the play. Elijah Hammonds almost stripped him of the ball, and Elijah's going to come off limping here, and well, maybe he's not going to come off. He's trying to walk it off. He might have a cramp, I guess. He's acting like that might be the problem. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left with 30 seconds to go. Evidently, they're not in any hurry here. As Chandler's going to drop back, he's in trouble, and he's going to be sacked all the way back to the 15-yard line. Nearby was there. Lenway was there. Oh, my. All kinds of guys were there. Also there was Lockerbie. And we got a timeout by Faribault. They might be able to get the ball back here, right? 18 seconds to go. It's 2nd down and forever. They got to get to the 40, and they're way back to the 16-yard line. So we'll see how this goes. With 18 seconds to go in the half. Hunter Nelson on the sideline has a football under his left arm. Elijah looks to be okay now, and he's still trying to walk off whatever he has there. I'm guessing it's a cramp. If it was anything more serious, he'd be off the field. As Nearby's telling the crowd to make some noise here. 18 seconds to go, 20-0 Faribault, and they're greedy. They want to get the ball back and score again. So Red Wing on a 3rd down and forever. Let's see what they call here. He's been sacked a couple of times. Here comes Hammonds. A throw over the middle is in. Oh, they're going to throw a penalty flag on, I think, the Falcons. We'll see if that's the call. I think they're going to call a pass interference, and I don't know about that one. I mean, he's got as much right to go for the football as the other guy does, and I didn't see him do anything malicious or anything, but they're going to walk it off here. Well, that must not be the call. The ball's at the 26. It'll be third down. 3rd and 14. Double receivers left, single receiver to the right. Chandler is going to hand off on a delayed run, and they're going to trip him up. That was to just eat some time, right? He picks up 2 yards on the delayed one. It'll be 4th down, about 12. There's 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and that'll be the end of the first half. So they effectively did run out the clock. That's the end of the first half. The Faribault Falcons have a 20-0 lead. We'll get those official statistics during our hometown credit union half.
Yeah, go for it. Start talking to me.
Time for our homecoming halftime show. Tonight marks the end of homecoming 2021. Weeks of planning and preparation culminating a week full of many events, beginning with Faribault volleyball and Faribault football on Sunday. Then the week is kicked off with coordination on Monday during the school day. There were also justice days and many home sporting events throughout the week. On Thursday, our captains, homecoming court and pep band visited the elementary schools. We did it in early childhood setting, the Sunday school, and our middle school here at Faribault. Helped spread the homecoming spirit. all leading up to the Faribault High School Pep Fest and Parade this afternoon. Tonight we are delighted and humbled to honor Tim Vestal as this year's Grand Marshal. Tim started teaching at the middle school in 1990 and spent his entire career there. He taught industrial technology, and his favorite part is connecting with the students, seeing their faces light up when they finally understood the concept they were learning. A couple of his favorite memories is competing in the pie eating contest and winning 3 years in a row. And rumor has it he's up at the middle school and one of the again today. He also very much enjoyed wearing an ugly holiday sweater. So much that the school even created a new category for him as student sweater. Tim currently lives in Faribault and is looking forward to spending more time hunting, traveling, and enjoying family, especially his new baby granddaughter. He gave 31 years to Faribault Public Schools, and for that we thank him. Let's have a round of applause for our 2021 Homecoming Grand Marshal, Tim Vestal. At this time, let's meet your 2021 Homecoming coach. We do have several football players involved and will not be on the field with us. That will certainly make it as well. First, Kendra Alberts. Kendra is the daughter of Jolene Lee Alberts. She is active in cross country, track shooting, and honor society. She is the captain of both cross country and track teams, and also president of her 4-H club. Outside of these activities, she enjoys being involved in 4-H, enjoys sheep hunting, hanging out with her family and friends, traveling, and being outdoors. Kendra works as cook and pipe and double concessions. When she graduates high school, she wants to attend either South State or Illinois State University Technical University. Miss Kendra Alberts.
That's not Canada.
Her escort lead is Elijah Hammonds. Elijah is the son of Jenny Tillman, Hammonds, and Shannon Reed. He is a student council, track, football, where he serves as a captain. Outside of these involvements, Elijah enjoys filmmaking, video games, playing music, and drawing. When Elijah graduates high school, he plans on attending a 4-year university. Mr. Elijah Hammonds. Is Paige Ross. Paige is the daughter of Mike and Tammy Ross. She's active in girls soccer where she serves as a captain. In addition, she's involved with student council, honor society, and Becker, which she is the state officer for. On top of all this, Paige is this year's senior class president. Outside of his involvement, she likes to hang out with friends, spend time with her family, and invest in the youth of our community through coaching volunteering at church. Paige currently works at the Faribault Community Center, and Paige plans to attend college and get a degree in rehab and physical therapy or occupational therapy. Miss Paige Ross. Her escort is Devin Lockerbie. Devin is the son of Saul and Sarah Lockerbie. He is active in football, basketball, and track and field. He's been a football captain for 2 years, and is a captain of basketball and track team as well. Outside of sports, Devin enjoys hanging out with his friends. His plan after graduation is to go to North Dakota State on that D1 scholarship, play football, and get a degree. Mr. Devin Lockerbie. Next is Olivia Stephens. Olivia is the daughter of Edward and Jennifer Stephens. Olivia is active in Big Brothers and Big Sisters and is a member of Honor Society. Outside of these activities, Olivia participates in barrel races and pageants. Currently, Olivia works at Mountain Dogs, and after high school, she plans on attending a 4-year university to get a degree in mass communications and hopes to be a sports reporter for ESPN. Miss Olivia Stephens. Wrestler is Thomas Nalika. Thomas is the son of Carlos C. Nalika. Thomas is involved in soccer, track, deco, honor society, and lecture. Within these activities, Thomas holds many leadership roles, including captain of the track team, president of DECA, and vice president of the honor society. Outside of these activities, Thomas volunteers to good brothers and good sisters and enjoys golfing, enjoying, and still busy. He currently works as a lifeguard in indoor and outdoor pools here at Faribault. After high school, Thomas plans to attend Upstate University and complete classes necessary to then attend medical school. Mr. Thomas Malika. Next is Eddie Beckwith. Eddie is the daughter of Ryan and Andrew Beckwith. She's involved in basketball where she serves as a captain, link crew. And she is also a full-time PSUS student at South State College. Outside these involvements, many of us hang out with family and friends, go out on the lake, watch movies, and go for long drives, and hold her not better. Currently, Eddie works at Quick Trip. Eddie is undecided about what industry has to pursue, but she is planning on attending a four-year college. Miss Eddie Beckwith. Her escort is Jackson Warrington. Jackson is the son of Brian and Corey Warrington. He is active in student council, track and field, and DECA. Outside of high school activities, Jackson is playing video games. After high school, Jackson plans on going to college and hopefully getting into medical school to become a psychiatrist. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jackson Warrington. And now it's time to do your Faribault High School 121 Homecoming King and Queen. The 2021 Queen is Alexia Anderson. Alexia is the daughter of Bonnie Anderson and Bobby Harvey. She is active in basketball, basket, link crew, stop and all school. She also plans to go to the speech team this year. And she has served as a band performer, enjoys nature music, and currently lives in Perkins. After high school, Alexia wants to major in psychology or aiming for a Bachelor of Science degree. She would also like to travel somewhere at some point. Your homecoming queen, 2021, is Alexia Anderson. Your 2021 homecoming queen is Henry Schoenbaum. Henry is the son of Stephen Nelson and Daniel Schoenbaum. He is active in soccer, track and field, math team, science team, DECA, and honor society. He also upholds many leadership roles, including captain of the soccer team and math team, head officer, and honor society president. Outside of these activities, Henry enjoys playing violin, riding ski, and spending time with his family. He currently works at the Faribault Community Center as a lifeguard, and after graduation plans on attending a four-year college. Your king, Mr. Henry Schoenbaum. Let's give a great round of applause in hand for your 2021 Faribault Homecoming Tour. Congratulations to your parents, your grandparents, and all those who supported these students throughout the years. That concludes the homecoming halftime event.
Oh, okay. I just saw the note from Paul Shea, the engineer back at the studios. I was wondering why some music was playing there. Anyway, I just got a note from the Carleton head football coach about when we're going to do our interview tomorrow morning, and I finally did get in. Wasn't letting me to go in and change the password, so I did, and we were able to get you those stats. The official stats here at halftime, 20-0 our score. Total offense, Red Wing has 64 yards. I would have guessed more than that. Red Wing has 279. 33 plays by the Faribault Falcons and 23 by the Wingers. passing yards, just 47 for Faribault. They are 6 of 8 passing. Red Wing has got 54 yards, and they are 4 of 8 passing in the first half. No interceptions by either team, no touchdowns by either team. Rushing, 232 yards by the Falcons. Now remember, they started that one drive on their 13 and scored. So, and they got a holding penalty that marched them back before they got the touchdown. So that's why they got a lot of yards in the first half of that drive alone. And the opening drive, too, is a long one. They have 25 rushes. They're averaging over 9 yards a carry. 15 runs, 10 yards for Red Wing. 15 runs, 10 yards. So again, 64 total yards for Red Wing and 279 total yards for the Faribault Falcons. Fumbles. Red Wing has 2 of them, 1 of them lost. Faribault had 1 lost on the punt return there. The time of possession, 9 minutes, 39 seconds for Red Wing and 13-18 for Faribault. First down, 16 for the Falcons and 3 for the Albert Lee Tigers. That's what they have here. 2 of 7 on third down conversions for Albert Lee. They're 0 for 1 on fourth down. Faribault 0 for 1 on fourth down, and they are 2 for 4 on third down conversions. So it's a good sign when you don't have a lot of third downs, right? You're picking up first downs on first down and second down. They only had has 4 for the Red Wing Wingers. So again, thanks to Mr. Owens for sending me those official statistics. That way yours truly doesn't have to worry about trying to keep those. We really appreciate it, and he can keep a lot more statistics than I can anyway. It's halftime. That will conclude our Hometown Credit Union halftime report with the score of the Faribault Falcons 20 and the Red Wing Wingers nothing here on Homecoming 2021. As the Faribault Falcons are enjoying themselves in their homecoming here tonight against the Red Wing Wingers, the team that they beat in the playoffs last year to end their season. Remember, they really didn't have any playoffs. They allowed them to have 1 playoff game. And Faribault had gone on a big-time run. They had started the season like 1-2, and then they had a big winning streak and ended the season 5-2. This Red Wing team last year ended up 0-7. They've bested that already. They picked up a win last week over the Albert Lee Tigers. 34-18, I believe, was the final score, if I remember right. No, it was 38-14. 38-14 was the final score, while the Faribault Falcons were losing in Stewartville 35-26. Next week, the Faribault Falcons will be traveling to Cass-and-Manorville. The Comets, who suffered their first loss of the season last week to the Mankato East Cougars. I scratched my head. The Cougars have beaten a couple of very good football teams, and they're not in the rankings. Winona's still in there. And Cass-and-Manorville's still in there. As I said, Stewartville got moved up to the number 5 spot in 4A, the same class the Faribault Falcons are in. Falcons dropped from number 10 to others receiving votes. Second half comes your way in 1 minute. Well, we're just about ready to kick off the second half. Of course, Hy-Vee reminds you that you can get all kinds of great deals at Hy-Vee Foods right here in Faribault. You can stay on your budget. Stop on out. They've got some terrific specials going on. They've got savings in every aisle at Hy-Vee Foods here in Faribault. As getting ready to kick it off again is Mr. Pearson for the Falcons. Escobar Pearson. Christian, he's a sophomore. On the far side hash mark is the football. And the second half is underway. As again, a line drive is taken. They're gonna try and kill it inside, gonna roll into the end zone. He was trying to get it to die inside the 5. He did earlier, but that one didn't work. So they'll start 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line here in the second half. Red Wing again with less than 100 total yards in the first half. I thought they'd have more than that, but official stats say no. As in the gun again, they got a receiver right and a couple of receivers off to the left. As Chandler takes the snap, he'll hand it off up the middle. There's a bit of a hole at first, and actually he's going to pick up a few yards on the play. Frank helped cover up. Schroep made the stop. As the running back that time was Antonio Finley, the 160-pound senior, and he does pick up a few yards. Maybe even 4. Be 2nd and 6. Ball's placed at the 24-yard line. Receiver right. Receiver left. There's a wing back left. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, he'll whip it off to the left, and it is caught, but not much of a gain on the play. His feet came out from under him. Worrell kind of covered him up, and also over there was Soto for the Faribault Falcons. So it's going to be 2nd down or 3rd down, excuse me, and about 4. Ball's at the 26. Double receivers right, single receiver left. Chandler drops back. He looks right. He pumps. He's in trouble, and he gets away from it somehow, but he runs right into Elijah Hammonds. And that's not the guy you want to run into when you're a quarterback. Elijah takes him down to the ground. Like he was taking down a wrestler. So it'll be a punt here by Red Wing, and back to receive this punt on the near side is Mata. On the far side is Frank. As punting for Red Wing is Abe Reinitz. He's a 6'1", 208-pound junior. Kick is off. Fair catch called for by Frank, and they'll take it at about the 46. Well, they're going to mark it at the 45, but he called for it at the 46. So the Falcons will go on offense here after 3 and out by the Red Wing Wingers. I'm sure that's what Faribault scripted at halftime, right? We got to get some stops here, guys. They moved the ball too easily on us on a couple of drives. We're going to be playing a really good football team next week. We got to get in beast mode. Receiver right, receiver left. Nelson in the gun as Lenway standing to his right. Hammonds has not played running back at all in this game. Lenway's going to bounce it off to the left, and he'll be tackled. Again, a nice job by Vincent. Does a good job of getting at the lower part of the legs May have picked up a couple. It'll be 2nd and 8. Ball's at the 48-yard line. 48-yard line. Now from where it was marked, it's 3. So Schroet is the wingback right. Worrell's outside right. Frank is outside left. Lenway standing to the left as Nelson fakes it and runs off left side of the Lenway, and he's going to be brought down after a few yards. A couple of guys on the stop for Red Wing, led by Reese Tripp. So it'll be 3rd down and about a yard. 3rd and a yard for the Falcons. Now this is where I want my quarterback under center, 3rd and a yard. But he's back in the gun. Takes the snap, he'll hand it off to Lenway, and he says, to heck with that behind the center. Lenway might break it all the way, and he had one guy to beat, and he couldn't quite get it done, but he takes it all the way down to the 20-yard line. Lenway may be over 200 yards now on the day. I think he is over 200 yards. So he might be having a career. I don't know what the school record is for yards in a game. Double receivers right. I know Hammonds last year had a big game. Fake handoff, throw off to the right, and Hammonds couldn't make the catch. He tried to run before he caught the ball. And we have a flag on the play as well. And we'll see what that is. Faribault has had a few penalties. Well, the official trying to sort this out. It'll be an illegal block by the Faribault Falcons. So with 8:27 to go here in the 3rd quarter, they're going to get marched back here on the penalty. So the ball's at the 35-yard line. As the indication for the official was an illegal block. And they got 1st down, and, well, they got to get all the way down to the 10-yard line, basically. They've been in this situation before. Trips to the right. Nelson's going to fake a pass, and he's going to run. And there's that spy again. He got away from him initially, but it has kept him away from the huge run other than the, the touchdown run. As he helps up his tackler. That's a pretty nice gesture on his part. Jacob Meacham is a 6'1", 180-pound junior. Mata's in the slot right. Worrell's outside him. Schroet is the wingback right. Off to the left is Frank. Handoff up the middle, and Lenway will stop after maybe nothing. Nice job there by Rowan Smith. He's a 6'2", 242-pound junior. And when you get inside Mr. Rowan Smith's arms, you probably don't get away. I'm not going to, well, maybe a yard. It'll be 3rd down, and again, they got to get to the 10. Ball's at the 18, or excuse me, the 28. Fake handoff, throw off to the left. It's incomplete. Tried to get it to Frank. It was thrown behind him on the slant. And another drive kind of sputtering here for Faribault. It's 4th down. You're so deep, you're not going to punt here. 20-0. I wonder what the school record is for a field goal here in Faribault. Have to check some of this stuff out. We have quads to the right, a single receiver left, empty backfield, dropping back. He's just going to throw the old swing off to the right, missed tackle, and he's going to go for the chain, but he's not going to get to the chain, and they'll take over on downs. They got it to Frank. He ended up being just a couple of yards short of actually getting the 1st down, 3 yards, thereabouts. And Red Wing will take over on downs. So Red Wing takes over. They're going to put it at the 14-yard line, and that's where Red Wing will start. 1st and 10 here in the 2nd half. Gordy Kosfeld with the Power 96 Sports microphone. It's homecoming. double receivers right, single receiver left. Lenway shows blitz. Fake handoff. He's going to whip it off to the left. It's caught on a crossing pattern. Nice immediate tackle by Worrell of the receiver. He's got some good zip on the ball. Rogers caught the ball, the junior. And a nice pickup on the play of about 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Good, quick, decisive throw there by Chandler. Cooper Chandler, the 6'1", 170-pound senior quarterback for the Wingers. Like Hunter Nelson, a left-handed thrower. He's going to fake the handoff, throw off to the left. It's caught on the slant, and they got a first down all the way up to the 35-yard line. Again, perfect timing, perfect pass to Tyler Rogers on the slant, and he takes it down to the 35. One of my favorite patterns. It's so hard to cover. As Red Wing gets themselves a first down. Remember, they had only 3 according to the official stats in the first half. As receiver left and right, handoff up the middle, and he's going to break off to the 37-yard line, maybe. Again, Antonio Finley, it looks like when he carries the ball, he could break it. But good job by the Falcons to gobble him up. See, Cotter's in the game now still for the Faribault Falcons, and also in there is Roman Garcia. Lenway, Hammonds, Schroet, Soto, the backers. As he'll hand it off up the middle. I thought he grabbed some face mask there, but yep, that flag comes out. There's going to be a face mask on the Falcons as he grabbed his face mask when he came running by. And it'll be a face mask on the Falcons. Unless I didn't see it right. They're coming over to tell the coaching staff who the penalty's on. There wasn't much of a question about it. You saw his head go around. 5:21 to go here in the third quarter. 20-0 Faribault Falcons. It's homecoming here at Bruce Smith Field. Ball's at the 42-yard line. And it'll be a 2nd and 1 following that penalty. Double receivers right. I'm surprised that it wasn't a 15-yarder. Rolling to his right, Chandler's going to throw it to his left. He's a left-handed. He was rolling right and throwing left. And it's going to be a flag on the play, and I think we might have an illegal motion here. Let's see. Nope, it's a hold. Hold against the Wingers. So we got some dirty linen here tonight. Seeing a lot of yellow. Next week, the Falcons travel to KM Telecom Stadium in Casson, take on the Casson-Manorville Comets. And, of course, we'll be there to bring it to you. That should be a terrific high school football game. Faribault's got a little payback there. They got beat by Casson-Manorville last year, and then after that loss, they went on a big-time run. Remember, they opened up the season with that thrilling overtime win over Northfield. As dropping back, Chandler looks. He's going to throw to his left. He's got his man out there, and it is going to be not complete. Good coverage on the play by Worrell. I mean, terrific coverage by A.J. Worrell. The 6'3", 180-pound senior played that the way you're supposed to. It was awesome. I mean, the throw was right there. The receiver was maybe one step in front of him, and he just played it perfectly. Didn't allow him to make the catch. And they're going to march a penalty here against Faribault. I didn't see the call here. Ball's going to be at the 41-yard line. It's going to be a first down. Roughing the passer is called on Faribault. So roughing the passer was the call. Of course, I was looking at the other end, right? The reception is what I was looking at. So Chandler takes the snap. He's going to fake hand off the wing back, hand it off up the middle. He squeezes through a bit of a hole, and he gets brought down after a pretty healthy gain as Lenway grabs his legs. A pickup of about 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5. The ball's at the 46-yard line of the Albert Lee Tigers. I mean, of the Red Wing Wingers. I don't know why I had Albert Lee on the mind. I guess because I had the score in front of me. Albert Lee was the only win the Red Wing has had this season. That was last week, 38-14. Double receivers right, single receiver left. Of course, we saw the Tigers opening week here at Bruce Smith Field. It was 50-12. Handoff up the middle. He got an opening, and he's got a first down. And Elijah Hammonds is having trouble bringing him down, and now he gets a help from his friends. Hammonds the first guy there. Frank comes over to help him out, but not before he gets a first down into Falcon territory at the 42-yard line. So a nice job there by the offensive line for Red Wing. They opened up a bit of a hole. 4:04 to go here in the third quarter. Double receivers left, single receiver right. Chandler's going to fake the handoff, roll out to his left. He's going to throw to his left, and it's incomplete. He overshot his intended receiver. Again, good coverage. Frank, the crossing pattern, attempting to get to his receiver, Caleb Hove, who's a junior. 5'6", 157 pounds. So it's 2nd and 10 from the 42. Brody Esser up front there, and defensive front for the Falcons. Katra. Hammonds, the backers, lining up on the left side. Like a D-end here. As Chandler says something to his running back. Wing back right, double receivers left, single receiver right. Chandler's going to hand off to that running back who ran into a hole, and he's got maybe a yard on the play. Lenway came around from behind and made the stop. I don't know how he didn't get blocked, but he didn't. So the ball goes to the 41-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 9. That's right, they missed that pass. 3rd and 9 from the 41. Faribault up 20-0. We have 3 minutes, 24 seconds to go in the third quarter. Conclusion of our game, we'll have our Malika's Auto Body Crunch Time Falcon or Falcons of the game, and our Cashwise Foods of Owatonna delivery of the game. They deliver 7 days a week. Chandler's in. Oh my, he's going to go down right now. Lenway is there to bring him down. Hammonds was over there, but Lenway brought him down at the 47-yard line. So that'll make it 4th down and about 14. And it looks like they are going to punt here. Well, maybe not. They got trips to the left, double receivers to the right. Chandler is in the gun. And, yep, he's going to punt it like he did before. It's going to be a short kick. Stay away from it if you're a green jerseyed player. They do. Ball's going to be at about the 19, and that's where Faribault will start. 1st and 10. Going to see if they can't score here. 20-0 Falcons lead it. That was our score at halftime here at Bruce Smith Field. North Alexander Park, Faribault, Minnesota. There aren't many more beautiful scenes than this field. You got the river in the offing. Bethlehem Academy is behind Fillmore Central, 19-0 in the third quarter. About 5:42 to go in the third quarter. It's 19-0 Fillmore Central. They have a tough, hard-nosed football team. They do, Fillmore Central. That's down in my old neck of the woods. First down on the first play as they whip it out to Mata. Mata runs up all the way up to the 34 or 5-yard line. Gets a first down on the very first play of this drive. Cardinals have their homecoming next Friday. We'll have that here on KDHL. Paul Shea will be on the call on that game here from Bruce Smith Field next Friday night. Kenyon Wanamingo is their opponent for their homecoming. Dropping back is Nelson. He'll throw over the middle. He's got his man, and he reshot him by a bit. Tried to get it to Schroet on a seam route, and he appeared to be open, but he just let him a little too much. timing just has not been there here the last half of last week and here in much of this game. And of course they haven't had to throw. One of the reasons why they haven't thrown a lot. Receiver right, receiver left. Handoff up the middle to Lenway. Breaks the tackle. He won't break the second one. He goes to the 40-yard line. As on the stop for the Wingers was Antonio Finley. Ball's right at the 40-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 4. 3rd and 4 from the 40-yard line. 20-0, Falcons lead it. Alexia Anderson, Henry Schoenbaum, the homecoming king and queen. They were honored at halftime along with the rest of the court. I'm sorry I didn't bring that with me, the court. Silly me. You know, Lockerbie was one of them. As Nelson takes the snap, he'll hand it off in the middle to Lenway. Wenley's got a first down as he takes it all the way out to about the 47 or 8. Grabbing his legs. Textbook tackle is made by the Red Wing Wingers. Finley again. Boy, he's had a lot of tackles. Ball's to the 47-yard line. So it'll be first down again for the Faribault Falcons. They're rolling up the first downs. Low snap, but Nelson gathers it in. He'll throw. He's got his man Mata. It's, oh, man, that would have been a touchdown. The guy that was covering him fell down. He dove for the ball. Had that gotten in Mata's hands, he'd be in the end zone dancing right now. 67 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Faribault has not scored this half. They are pitching a shutout, though. They're up 20-0 on the Red Wing Wingers. Red Wing, as we noted earlier, rolled up 38 points last week against Albert Lee. Here's a swing out to Mata. He goes around the would-be tackler. He's going to have the first down. He's going to have a touchdown. He's going down the near sideline. Maybe he's not going to have a touchdown. He's dragged from behind, brought down out of bounds. I thought he was off to the races when he got by that second guy, but he did get caught. A nice tackle there by Red Wings' Jorgen Olvanus, the 6-foot senior, 165-pounder, brought him back from behind, out of bounds. And nice job there. I really thought Mata was going to take it to the house. Falcons are clapping their hands. The ball's going to be placed. Hasn't been placed yet. Must be a penalty here. They're moving it all the way down to the 7 or 8 yard line. And so they say it was a horse collar, and I thought it might be from what I could see on the near sideline. Nelson is going to hand it off to Lenway. Lenway breaks the tackle, and he's got a touchdown. Matthias Lenway, 7-yard touchdown run. Oh, guess what? There's a penalty. The flag is at the 3-yard line. Faribault's walking back like it's against them. A holding call against the Falcons. That was a pretty quick opening play to have a hold, but they're going to march it back. It's either we're at the 7. They should be at the 12, right? And they're going to mark it at the 13. No math majors here tonight. So it's going to be 1st and goal. They were at the 7. Handoff goes to Lenway. Lenway's going to take it all the way down to about the 6. He'll be helped up by his tackler, who was Alexander Rice. Alexander Rice. Well, why couldn't I have a cool name like Alexander? No, Alexander the Great. Yeah. I asked my mom once, why did you name me Gordy? And she goes, well, Dad wanted to name you George. I do prefer Gordy. No offense to any Georges out there. Here comes a handoff to Lenway. Bounces it outside. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle. What a run for the touchdown. From the 6-yard line, he had a 7-1 called back due to a hold. I don't see any dirty linen this time. 6-yard touchdown. Lenway comes with 12 seconds to go in the third quarter. Well, that's as tough a 6-yard run as you'll see. Is Solis on to kick the extra point. Nelson is the holder. Nearby is the snapper, and the kick is good. So the extra point kick is good by Solis. And with exactly 12 seconds to go in the third quarter, the Faribault Falcons have a very comfortable 27-0 lead. Conclusion of our game, we'll have our Malika's Auto Body crunch time. Falcon or Falcons of the game. Lenway definitely is in the running for that. He's run for over 200 yards and a couple of touchdowns. And that was a highlight reel 6-yard run if there ever was one. 27-0 our score. 3 quarters of the book. We'll keep it right here as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Gordy Kosfeld at the Power 96 Sports microphone. Paul Shea will be on the KDHL Sports microphone for BA's homecoming next Friday right here at Bruce Smith Field. They entertain the Kenyon Wanamingo Knights, and he will have the call for you next week. I'll be at KM Telecom Stadium with these Faribault Falcons. It's going to be a huge game. Now we'll see if the pollsters move Faribault back into the top 10 after this win tonight. Barring a major upset here in the last quarter. We only got a few seconds left in the third quarter. The Falcons are going to win. As Red Wing again has a very nice return. And he's still on his feet as Finley takes it all the way out to about the 37-yard line. So Red Wing is going to try and get on the scoreboard here. We got 1 second left in the third quarter. That's it, 1 ticky-tock of the clock. So they'll start at the 37. Best starting field position of this half. Their best starting field position was the 45 of Faribault in the first half, and obviously they haven't scored. Double receiver left, single receiver right. Chandler has 2 backs standing next to him. There's 1 second left. And a timeout by Red Wing? Are you serious? With 1 second to go in the quarter, they take a timeout? I have never seen that in all my born days. Somebody explain that to me, please. Maybe they had too many guys in the huddle and we're going to take a penalty? I can't think of anything other than that. They take a timeout with 1 second to go in the third quarter. Oh, my. I bet the officials were as shocked as I am. So they're going to snap it. The quarter will come to an end. And they can huddle again. No need for extra water breaks tonight. The temperature's about perfect for football. It's 57 at kickoff time. And it's now 50 degrees here in Bruce Smith Field. 1 second to go in the quarter. Chandler's in the gun. Got a couple of backs standing next to him. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it off up the middle, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. Probably no gain on the play. Getting up off the bottom of the pile for the Faribault Falcons, double nickels, is Roman Garcia, and that will end the third quarter. Your score, Faribault 27. Red Wing nothing. We'll be back with your fourth quarter in 1 minute. Well, Chandler just rolled to his left to start the fourth quarter, tried to complete a pass on the near sideline, and it was incomplete. It was off the hands of his intended target. Only would have been about a 3-yard gain. Mitchell Seeley was his intended target. So they will have a third down and about 11. Ball's at the 36-yard line as we are just underway here in the fourth quarter. Cashwise Foods Owatonna also brings you our delivery of the game. It can be the delivery of any kind of a play, as I understand it. It doesn't have to be a pass. It could be a defensive play. Handoff up the middle. Nice job at faking right, going left. He's in the open. Finley's going to take it down to close to midfield. It'll be a first down for Red Wing. It'll be at the 48. Isaac Mott had to come up from his defensive back spot and bring him down at the 48. And that's where they'll have it first and 10, the Red Wing Wingers, who used up a timeout with 1 second to go in the third quarter. They're down 27-0. Just under 11 and a half minutes to go in this game. Of course, we'll have all the scores, all the ones that will get reported, on our website tonight. Following the game, we'll have a write-up of this game and all those scores available to all of you. If you have one, please phone it in. There's a handoff. Finley going to try a trap this time. They've done a couple of those traps. You don't see a lot of traps these days as Elijah Hammonds makes the stop and slow to get up. Is one of the blockers there. Reese Tripp, the tight end. Pickup of a few on the play. It'll be second down. The ball's at the 48-yard line of Faribault. So 48 of Faribault. Second down and about 7 yards to go. Receiver right, receiver left. Looks like a couple of new receivers in the game for Red Wing. Man goes in motion, fake handoff to the running back, and Faribault's been caught on that a few times. There's another first down. As Finley's going to take it down to close to the 40, it'll be about the 41. It'll be another first down for Red Wing. They just fake a flip to the wingback coming around, then hand it off to the running back, who immediately just goes at an angle and finds himself some running room and picks up the first down. They had 64 total yards in the first half, did Red Wing, but they have pretty much had the ball the most here in the second half. Only one score in this half, that by the Falcons, up 27-0. Here goes the same play. Handoff goes to Finley, and this time Faribault did a better job on it, only pickup of a couple of yards. Well, I remember John Gallardi, the legend, saying, as Soto made the stop, John Gallardi, the legendary coach of St. John, saying, somebody asked him once, how come you run the same play so many times in a row? He said, until they stop it, I'm going to run it. I love it. Common sense. Ball's at the 39. It's 2nd and 8. And I can remember one time when Carleton and St. John's are going for the MIC title and a trip to the NCAAs, probably 2007-8, somewhere in there. And they ran 3 wheel routes to get a touchdown in a row. As there was this fumble as a snap, but he covered it up, did the quarterback Chandler. Meeting him there was Elijah Hammonds. Frank helps up Hammonds and pats him on the shoulder pads. Is there a homecoming dance tonight? You guys know if there's a homecoming dance tonight? Is there a dance tonight? Homecoming dance? No homecoming dance. What's that? They don't get to have a dance. What a bummer. Well, I'm sure it's due to a pandemic, but receiver right, receiver left. I mean, that's part of homecoming. Handoff goes up the middle. No, he keeps it himself, and he wishes he had handed off. Gets brought back all the way back into Falcon territory. A bunch of guys. Elijah Hammonds was there. Lenway was there. Lockerbie was there. There were all kinds of guys there. Meeting at the quarterback. Not a big guy either. Brady Beskey was the other guy that was in. All the way back to the 50-yard line. They brought Chandler down. Cooper Chandler is a 170-pound senior. So it's 4th down. They got to get all the way down to 31. Here comes the punt. It's going to be a short one. And a fair catch, I guess, was called for. I didn't see it, but I guess it was. Frank makes the catch. He just rolled forward, so I don't know if he called the fair catch or not. Doesn't matter. They're going to mark the football at the 20. Six. Moving left to right on your radio dial. Nelson still in the game. Handoff goes to Hammonds, who's back in the game now. First time as a running back, and he's got a first down all the way up over the 40 to about the 43. Elijah Hammonds, one of the homecoming king candidates, takes it up to the 43. Or 41, I guess, is where they're going to mark it. So from the 41, it's 1st and 10, Faribault. Up 27-0. They rolled up over 50 in their opening week. They scored over 30 against Byron. And they had 26 in a losing effort against Stewartville last week. As Nelson breaks for a tackle, those ankles are breaking people. He goes to take it to 45 and tippy toes out of bounds. Man, he's got such quick feet. He's saying, we not have a homecoming dance. I'm going to dance on the football field. As he takes it out of bounds up to the 41-yard line of Red Wing. Boy, I tell you, trying to keep track of him when he's running out in the open, you could turn an ankle big time. As Nelson drops back again, he looks, he whips it off to the left, and the drop ball. Frank had it at the 35. That was perfectly placed right between the 1 and the 1, and he didn't catch it. Well, it's going to be 2nd and 10. Now the Falcons are going to have to be clicking on all cylinders to beat Cass and Manorville on the road next week. Double receiver left, single receiver right. Handoff goes to Hammonds again. He's got a gaping hole. He's out in the open. I don't know if I'd want to try and tackle him as he takes it all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So from the 41, he takes it all the way down to the 14-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the 14 of the Wingers. Well, you got Lenway, who's a strong guy, right? But Hammonds, a little bigger guy. After tackling Lenway all night, and then this bigger Hammonds comes in. As Nelson's going to fake the pass. He's going to run up the middle. He's going to try to break it off to the left. He breaks away from that tackle, breaks away from another tackle. He goes running on forward. He's going to drag himself, trying to put it over the end zone. Touchdown! From the 14-yard line, a touchdown, and we got an injured Red Wing winger. As Nelson gets his 3rd touchdown of the night, rushing. Comes with 5:57 to go in the game. Makes it 33-0, and we have 2 Red Wing wingers down on the ground. Yes, it was. It was the 14-yard line. So they're attending to the 2 Red Wing wingers, and both of them may have been involved trying to tackle Nelson. One of them's got a cramp for sure. They're tipping his toe, and so does the other one. So they're both cramping. He's causing cramps in the opponent. Hunter Nelson. 33-0. He's kind of cramping their style. That was really bad. We're going to take an injury timeout here. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Well, that's pretty good, Roy, the old Espanol there, yeah. I was Gustavo in my Spanish club. That was my Spanish name, Gustavo, which means warrior, if I remember right. Gustavo Kosfeld. Here at the Power 96 Sports microphone. Nelson will hold. Solis will try and kick the extra point. He's made one. He's missed one. Nearby will be the snapper. So here we go for the extra point. 5:57 to go in the game. The snap is good. The hold is down. It's good. Then the kick is right through the uprights. Solis makes it. 34-0 Faribault Falcons. 5:57 to go in the game. The Falcons are going to go to 3-1 on the season, and the Red Wing Wingers will drop to 1-3 unless they can come up with more than 34 points in 5 minutes and 55 seconds. And if that happens, we'll be going viral on the internet. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Conclusion of our game, we'll be naming our Malika's Auto Body Falcon or Falcons of the game, and it's not going to be easy. We've had a lot of great performances here tonight, both offensively and defensively. As Escobar Pearson kicks it off, a high end over end kick, got a lot of air under it. It's going to be taken. He's at the 20. He's going to bounce it out. He's at the 25. He's at the 30. He's at the 35, and he gets pushed out of bounds. But not before he takes it out over the 40-yard line. Pushing him out of bounds was Ian Ehlers. And again, Faribault's going to need to work on that because, you know, the Comets have always got good special teams. 42-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10 Red Wing. Mata's going to run back in the game. Got a few substitutes in the game here for Faribault. I'll try to get as many guys as I can. Also in the contest is Shane Mogren. He's a 6'3", 180-pound senior. He's a cornerback on the near side. Ehlers is in. Also in the game for the Falcons is J.T. Housen, the outstanding sophomore wrestler. Double receivers right, single receiver left, dropping back. We got a new quarterback, throws off the right. It's tipped, and it's caught. Can you believe it? It was tipped twice, and it was caught. Down to midfield. Catch was made. Ehlers on the stop. As the new quarterback in for the Red Wing Wingers is Abe Reinitz. He's a 6'1", 208-pound junior. He's listed as a quarterback, a tight end, and a linebacker. How's that for a combination? 5:22 to go in the game. Wide to the left is Seeley. Double receivers right. As he drops back, looks, he's in trouble, breaks a tackle, breaks another one, but he's not going to break that one. Coming up to make the stop is going to be Housen. J.T. Housen grabbed him around the legs, the 5'8", 135-pound sophomore. Every time I watch this young guy play, I mean, he's such a good wrestler. It makes sense that he'd be a good football player, a good tackler, right? And he's got some speed. Receiver right, couple of receivers to the left. This quarterback is a right-handed quarterback. He's going to hand off to the second guy through and wishes he hadn't. He's brought down almost immediately. On the stop that time for the Faribault Falcons is Wellborn, Jimmy Wellborn, a 6'2", 164-pound junior. It'll be 4th down and about 3. Ball's to the 49-yard line of Albert Lee. And with 4:12 to go, they'll go for it. Wouldn't you think? In the new quarterback is Abe Reinitz. Pretty good sized quarterback, 208 pounds. High school. He's got some pipes on him. Back stands behind him. Double receivers left, single receiver right. There's the snap. The handoff is up the middle, and he's not going to get the first down. He stopped for no gain at all. Falcons acted like he may have fumbled the ball. It doesn't matter. It was going to be fourth down anyway. J.T. Housen came up with the football, but it still was fourth down, and they didn't make it. So from the 49-yard line of Red Wing, Faribault will go 1st and 10, and I would venture to guess we'll probably see some substitutes in the game here with the final 3:40 to go and a 34-0 Faribault lead. And I'm right, we got a new quarterback. Cooper Lightnum, he's a 6 foot, 160-pound sophomore. Older sister, a good volleyball player, as Hammonds is standing to the left. Lightnum will take the snap. He'll fake the handoff. He'll run off to the left. He's got nothing but green spaces. He's got the first down. We got a flag at the end of this play. There'll be a flag at the end of the play, and I think this is going to come back. We'll see. Well, maybe not. Maybe it'll be against Red Wing. Might have been a face mask or something. Who knows? Nope, they were pointed the wrong way, and now they realize they were pointed the wrong way. It'll be against the Falcons. Lightnum goes, doggone, I had a really nice run there. Mel Nelson had 3 touchdown runs here. Lenway had a couple. Lenway ran for over 200 yards. So Matthias is definitely going to be one of our Malika's Auto Body players of the game. A fake handoff and running off to the right is Lightnum. They try to tackle him too high. He keeps running, and they bring him down. After the penalty, picks up maybe 4 yards and goes about a yard beyond the original chain to the 48. Elijah Hammonds is going to be one of my players of the contest, too. He's in a lot of tackles in today's game, and also had that really nice long run to get him down for that last touchdown. The new center in the game for Faribault as a handoff goes off to the right. New center is Owen Schultz, a 170-pound junior. He broke a tackle and has a first down. What a nice, tough run by not a real big guy. Isaac Yetzer, 5'8", 144-pound sophomore, gets the first down to the 39-yard line of Red Wing. That was a tough run. As we're approaching 2 minutes to go in this game. 34-0. Double receivers left, single receiver right. Handoff off to the right. He breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and I think we're going to have another horse collar here. He's going to take it down to about the 36. Looked like that's what somebody was trying to grab his pads from behind, but we'll see what the call is. Another tough run. 144 pounds. It is a face mask, a personal foul face mask, not a horse collar, but guess I didn't see the face mask. Take it down to the 31-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Faribault. With 2:14 to go, 34-0 Faribault leads it. And they said we didn't march it off enough, so they're marching it off more. Down to the 21-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Faribault going left to right on your radio dial. Lightnum's going to fake the handoff, keep it himself. He runs off to the left. He's got that ball out there like a loaf of bread, and he's going to take it all the way down to about the 11-yard line. I've quite frankly never understood that saying either. Do you carry a loaf of bread like that? It would be all squishy. You know what I'm saying? Nobody carries a loaf of bread like that. Whoever came up with that saying is carrying like a loaf of bread. But I just said it, didn't I? A minute 48 to go because so many people have used it in the past. Lightnum sees a blitz. He's going to hand it off right into the blitzer, but he missed the tackle. I tell you, this young 144-pound guy is shifty. He makes the first guy miss every time. So it'll be third down. Again, Isaac Yetzer is a sophomore. I think he might be a wrestler too, if I'm not mistaken. Minute 6 to go. Yetzer, they fake the handoff to him. Lightman pushes him ahead of him to block, and then a guy comes from behind and tackles him. Does Lightman. He pushed Yetzer in front of him to make a block, and of course he pushed him the wrong guy. So it'll be third down. We have 50 seconds, and a timeout is taken by Red Wing. So Red Wing takes another timeout with 50 seconds to go in the game, behind 34-0. Well, they must want to get some subs in the game. It's the only thing I can think. This Red Wing team took a timeout with 1 second to go in the third quarter. And now with 50 seconds to go in the game, they take another timeout, down 34-0. And Faribault's got the ball, but it'll be fourth down. Fourth down, the ball's at the 15-yard line. The scoreboard, I think, says first down, but it's fourth down. I mean, you got to look at the chain. So now it's fourth down. Ball's at the 15-yard line. And they're going to go into the take a knee mode. So Lightning takes the knee. Red Wing took the timeout. And Faribault goes, we're not going to go in for a touchdown. We're going to take a knee. And give Red Wing the ball. As we got some new Falcons in the game. Luke Wang is a 6'5", 171-pound sophomore defensive back. 6'5" defensive back. You won't get any fades on that guy. And he is 6'5". He towers. I hope he plays basketball. The Falcons could use some height. Well, Lockerbie plays basketball. He's a tall guy. In fact, I saw Mr. Hildebrandt in the hallway of the school here one day and asked him how they were looking, and he said, well, we really need shooters. Well, just get the ball inside. Easier said than done. Dropping back is Silence. He'll roll to his right. He'll throw to his right. He's got his man out there, but he overshoots him. And he kept running. He might have completed the pass. The receiver kept running. As Adam Paschke on the coverage, a 5'10", 170-pound senior. And we're 40 seconds to go in the game. We'll have a quick wrap following this one. Hopefully we'll get the stats fairly soon. Mr. Owens is very good at getting them to us fairly soon. We need to select our Cashwise Foods of Owatonna delivery of the game. Oh boy. What I should do is have you folks vote on that. Might have to do that in the future. I don't know how we'll make that work, but we'll try and figure it out. You know, do it on the app, something. We'll figure something out. Swing pass right is deflected. It bounces to the guy, and he's running still. What is going on here? He's going to be running out of bounds. That ball hit the turf. It must have, well, that was not a lateral, but that's what they ruled. He's going to take it all the way down to the 40-yard line. Interesting. We got some low fog coming in on the field here. 30 seconds to go in the game. 34-0 Falcons. They're going to pitch a shutout here tonight, it appears, barring a big play here or two. As Reinitz drops back, throws over the middle. It's caught, and he's got it at the 40-yard line of Faribault. So the throw over the middle was completed to Connor Kelly. the sophomore. Got a lot of good young players on this Red Wing team. And they had no wins last year. They have one win this year, and they're going to take another timeout. With 11 seconds to go here in the game, Red Wing takes another timeout because they want to try and score here, right? They're getting shut out 34-0. So they take a timeout. It'll be 1st and 10, balls at the 40-yard line of Faribault when we come back. You're in tune to KQCL-FM, Faribault, Minnesota. Power 96 Radio, where after the game you will hear Southern Minnesota's best classic rock. A lot of people from Red Wing are already leaving. I can see all the taillights going here at North Alexander Park. I'll bet last Saturday it was a gorgeous day here for a football game. We haven't got the full colors yet, but boy, when you get the fall colors, the full fall colors along the riverbanks, this is just a gorgeous scene. I can't think of too many better. Winona's got an awesome scene, right, with the bluffs, and they get the leaves changing down there at Paul Giel Field, but not many other stadiums are as nice as we have here in Faribault. Of course, Owatonna will be getting new one with their new school, I would guess. Double receivers left, single receiver right. Rolling to his left is the quarterback. He fumbled, and I think it was recovered. Yes, it was. It was recovered by the Faribault Falcons. Pumping his chest after recovering the fumble was Owen Schultz. 4 seconds to go in the game. Lenway recovered a fumble earlier. In addition to running for a couple of touchdowns and over 200 yards, he may even run for, I'll have to see. He was close to 200 yards at the half. As coming into the game is going to be Megan Krenick, Jr., playing on that offensive line, and the final play is they'll take a knee and end the game. So that's the end of the game. The Faribault Falcons 34, the Red Wing Wingers nothing. Faribault now 3-1 on the season, travels to KM Telecom Stadium to take on state-ranked Casson Manorville next week, while the Red Wing Wingers will be hosting Stewartville next week. They dropped to 1-3 on the season. We'll take a look at those final statistics. We need to choose. I think I already told you who our Malika's Auto Body Crunch Time players of the game are going to be, but we still need to announce them officially, and also our Cashwise Foods of Owatonna delivery of the game. They deliver